choice is sick.
Okay. Part 3, unfortunately, of Stephen Gately reading. I feel like it's not... Good cannot. The messages are almost finished. But what I was trying to say was showing love, because you never know what's going to mean to somebody's day. And I was trying to talk about it. Like, if you see a male, not trans, just a male who likes to wear a dress on a bus, it's going to mean the world to them. To be told, hey, even your butt looks good in that, you know? Something cute. It's better to just, if you don't like it, you don't have to look at it, because it's not your body and it's not your choice, okay? If you don't like what somebody's wearing, if I go out, if I leave the house with an orange bin bag on my body, I don't care what you think. If that's what I want to wear, I wear it. Your opinion doesn't matter to me, because if I'm unhappy, why should it bother you, okay? If you don't like what I'm wearing, look the other way, okay? Same applies for everybody. If you don't like something, just look the other way. But Stephen actually wants a lot of people to acknowledge their inner healing, because he sees that a lot of people, although a lot of us do, some of us don't, a lot of us acknowledge inner healing. He did not take any pain to the other side, by the way. That's what I'm being told here. The ex-lover that was in part 2 of this reading, he wants somebody to reach out to him. I don't know how that message is going to get across with the views that I get on these videos, but he wants somebody to reach out to this ex-lover of the Empress, and we all know who the Empress was that outed Stephen Gately. He's telling us we're correct. He's glad everyone's seeing it though. He wants somebody to reach out to him because he needs love and he needs support. Not support in general, but he needs support to be reminded that what happened, what the Empress did, i.e. Louis, allegedly, was not his fault. Because Louis, based on reading of part 2, he was going to do it anyway. He wants this person, this King of Pentacles, the ex-lover, to push through and be reminded that it was not his fault, because there was nothing he could do to change the situation. Because based on part 2 of the reading, the Empress the gay man who did this to Stephen, was going to do it anyway. He just pushed it forward, okay? That guy needs to forgive himself. I do see he's like quite happy in life, but I think I'm feeling with this card that the situation being talked about has brought up some past pain, some past like emotions. It's made it resurface, because he was carrying it down here, but like not thinking about it and being happy in life. But I think this has brought up some emotions and some guilt that he's harbouring over the situation, because he was going to out allegedly Louis, or whoever the Empress was. He doesn't like it when I say allegedly, because he knows. So he needs to be reminded that it wasn't his fault. And he needs to be told that Louis was going to do it anyway. I know who this person is, otherwise I would reach out to him, but I don't. So I do feel as well the person, whoever this gay ex-lover is, has 2 children. And it is in a marriage. I'm going to say marriage with a male. I do see he's happy and he's cared for and he's loved. And I feel it's the husband I'm seeing in my mind's eye, the husband supporting him, like in general. So I feel, yeah, and with the situation. So it seems like he's talking about it to the partner at least, but not widespread. I don't recommend that whoever this person is outs themselves. I do not recommend that, because then, you know, online, Stephen doesn't want that either, because the online world will just blow up and be like, oh, it's your fault. You know how people direct hate and negativity? Stephen hates that, by the way. He hates that. God, I wish I was more like Stephen. He wants us just to move forward and forget about it, really, because he wasn't affected. So why should you be? Push forward, forget about it, it's in the past. And again, it's giving Stephen views as a blessing in disguise, because he was able to be himself. And actually, his emotions weren't as affected as Ronan's, it seems, based on the energies he was reading. Because he was really able to move forward and live as a gay man, outed gay man, rainbow. And I see also he was able to let go of some worries or anxieties, and he was hard, like before he was outed, I feel like he was carrying some worries and anxieties and, oh, like, what's this going to be like, and are people going to hate me, you know, they'll have to be, the band is coming through again, and just some sort of, I don't understand it because I'm not gay. He's literally telling me you don't get it, and I can't get it because I'm a straight female and I'm cisgender, I'm not part of the LGBT community. So somebody in the gay community can actually tell me, if they see this video, tell me what you feel, or what you think Stephen might feel, since you're living the experience. Can tell me, so that I know, so that I've got a better understanding as well, and more empathy towards people living this experience. But that's it. I can't understand, because I've not lived that experience. That's why I couldn't, because I knew there was a feeling that I was picking up on, but I couldn't place what it was. I couldn't get the word in my head, and I was hearing, you don't get it. Correct, I don't, and I understand how I can't get it. Oh, feeling between, aside from that feeling I can't find the word for, because there is a feeling that he was able to let go of it, but what's my future going to look like, I think, is a vibe there. Like, I'm looking at the castle, then the house. Am I going to be able to stay in the band if I come out? It's like before the outing, or out when the Empress Louis did that, allegedly. He hates it when I say allegedly. He was surprised at how smoothly he was able to move forward in life after that. It was just Ronan who was carrying most of the resentment. The rest of the band were kind of like, okay, if you're cool, I'm cool. But some of them, they did remember, and they did carry the feelings towards the Empress, the gay man who outed him. But he did wonder if it was going to have to be like an opportunity to leave, like a possibility he would have to leave the band. I think that's why he kept it secret for so long. But I feel like towards the end of it, like, well, not towards the end of it, but towards the lead up to the outing, I feel like, what is it? It's almost like he was getting tired of having to mask, and it was just like, it's time. It's what it's giving me. And he knew he was going to be loved and supported by his loved ones around him, because I guess they knew. So he made peace with that, in a sense. Even before Louis had come to him, is what I'm seeing in part 2 was correct, and said he was going to out them. There was a sense of knowing that, okay, I've had my time in the band, I'm grateful, and if I have to leave, I'm supported, I'm loved, I've had a good time to look back on. But he was surprised when that didn't have to work out that way. A lot of gratitude there for his time in the band. I think this is Ronan. Somebody's not letting go of what happened. What the narcissist did. It is coming through as a narcissist now. And the intentions as well. Ronan. I feel this is Ronan energy here. Stephen wants him to let it go and move on with his life, and see the grateful things of gratitude, and see how it actually helped Stephen in a sense. I'm not sure if Ronan was quite aware of that and the level that Stephen wants him to be, because he really was able to move forward in life in a different way, and it's like a fresh sense of energy. There's like a before and after here with Stephen. I don't know if this is the case for LGBT community in general, or trans, whatever. I guess for trans is different, so let's focus on the LGBT, the gay community. There's like a sense of, for Stephen anyway, and again this could be for other members of the gay community as well, there's like a change, a twitch in energies, like the masking, the anxieties about being accepted, the fears of worries of how people are going to react, those types of energies, and other things that I feel there's energies under here. I'm not sure what they are, I'm not able to kind of channel what they are, but I really wish somebody could tell me, somebody who's in the gay community and experienced this could tell me, so that I understand. And above here is like a sun. It's like the light and the positivity and the surprise element of how, well, I was worried for nothing basically, because this has happened. I've been outed, and things are actually fine. Look at this, look at all the support I'm getting, the love pouring in from the fans. Yeah, but what is this energies down here? In a way that helped him heal, by the way, but I'll go back to that. What is this energy around acceptance? It's acceptance. Got it. I think there could be other things there, but worry about not being accepted and being surprised when you are. Thank you. That's what it is. It's not just worries and fears of how people are going to react, it's acceptance. So I feel like these cards are the lead up to before he passed away. Now I don't know if he had a drink addiction, but when I looked it up, he passed away from fluid in his lungs, which I believe was a result of some form of excessive drinking, whether it was a binge. Did he go on a 2-day binge or something? I'm not sure. But there was some negative emotions here. Let's try and work out what it was. He was having a good time with friends. That's a positive energy coming through, so we'll go with that first. He was having a good time with friends before he passed away. He was in a relationship, wasn't he? There was something about him not sleeping, I think caused by the drink. He was disturbed his sleep, maybe having like disturbing dreams. There seem to be things he didn't deal with though in the past. Unhealed thing, not from the gay thing, not from the Louis thing, allegedly. Yeah. Something from his past. He felt trapped by. He'd acknowledged that it happened. Could be more than one thing, but it's one thing specifically he acknowledged. A few things I'm feeling unhealed, but one thing specifically is standing out. Like I'm seeing 3 swords, and one of them is standing out like further forward than the other 2. That's it made him feel trapped. But I'm not sure if this is something that he didn't speak about, to be honest. I hope it's not. Something happened to him when he was a child. He feels now it's time to come out, but he's in the afterlife, and I can't prove anything. Oh, that's not what I think it is. Did anyone know if he wet the bed as a child? Did he have bad dreams as a child, maybe? Something in childhood happened. There was adults around him who... Why is this giving 2 energies? There was adults around him who knew what happened and didn't do anything about it. They pretended to support him and pretended that to give him love and everything was fine or whatever, but they didn't, let me just move that. They didn't do anything about it. They did nothing. I feel like this was coming to the forefront before he passed away, and he was maybe, that's what he was masking with his, maybe having too much fun with his friends and drinking a little bit excessively sometimes. I don't know if he had a drink addiction, I'm not really feeling that. I feel like he was just, it's giving more binge rather than drink addiction, to be honest. It's giving more like I'm having fun. And he was also masking this, whatever this happened as a child. I feel like it might be abuse, but I'm not entirely convinced. I feel like it is though. It gave him bad dreams. I do feel like he wet the bed. And these 2 adults, whoever they were, not family members, I feel. Was it social services? Does anyone know anything about Stephen Gately's life? I don't know if it's social. I don't know if this was kept under wraps, because it's not like today where there's so much social media and so much gossip magazines and stuff, gossip websites. But this is what he was thinking about that gave him some struggles emotionally. Emotional's coming through strong there, but possibly played on his mind a little bit, but he was able to silence that with the alcohol. With not alcohol, I don't feel like he drank alcohol every day. I don't think it was like, oh, let's get up and put vodka in my coffee type of vibe. It's more like weekend binges I'm feeling here, not like an everyday thing. I feel like he has some level of control, but he would probably like, yeah, it's a weekend, let's take my mind off this. Yes, baby? Would you like some more?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be back again. It's better if you have milk tonight. So just in case, oh no, anyone was thinking that, I'm just going to say his name because I feel that's what Stephen wants me to do. The Louis Walsh situation had impacted him and his habits before he passed away. It didn't. It was something that happened to him as a child. And it keeps coming through pretty strongly. 2 adults who knew about it. I do feel like one of them, I don't know if it was a social worker, somebody. I'm being reminded of the Child Called It book. When in that book there was somebody who he called Miss Angel or something. He was like a social services worker. It's not giving the same energy because this person, whoever this was, didn't help. Not to the extent they could have. I think they helped a little bit, like there was some sort of mental, emotional support, but not to the level that action was taken against the person who did that to him. That's what it is. But there's a second energy there who... Shut up. Is this correct? Sometimes it's so hard because like nobody's here to say actually this didn't happen, it was this, or this did happen because such and such, or this allegedly happened. Okay, so allegedly, in Stephen's childhood, going by the cars, and I feel that this is surely wrong, but it looks like there was somebody, a family member, I'm not seeing a gender, but they were possibly female, not a mum, it feels like a relative of some sort. I feel on the mum's side, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong completely. But they were the one, there was something about them not being in cahoots with the social worker, but being, or whoever the professional, impartial person is, they were, I'm not sure if they were the one doing the abuse, or they just knew about it and tried to protect the person. I'm not really sure what the energies are there at this point, but they were trying to mask, and they were doing it very well. They were trying to mask what happened, because they knew what happened to Stephen. They were trying to mask it, they were doing it very well. They were putting on a front. Nice front. Oh, we don't want this to happen because we don't want to take it further. Just support Stephen. Oh yeah, we feel really bad this happened, and the person's not going to do it. So there's something to do with this person standing up for the person who did it, I feel. But they were involved somehow. They didn't. I don't feel this person did the thing. Maybe it was like one of their partners or something, because we all know statistically when things happen to children, I think there's a high percentage that's actually by somebody you know and trust. That's the energies this is giving. That person was definitely trying to hide and protect the person who did it. I feel like it was a male, like an uncle or something.
Papa.
And this is what resurfaced towards the end of Stephen's life. And I don't feel that he talked about it at all. He was having dreams about it. It's like this was resurfacing before he passed away. And maybe his guys were trying to say, deal with this, heal from this. But he didn't acknowledge it. He found it difficult. I'm not sure if he felt maybe like enough's happened sort of thing. He wishes now that he'd healed and dealt with it in the correct way. Small sense of regret there, but that person's a liar. The person who was trying to mask what happened in a very good way, very clever, very controlled way. I suppose like the person's female, and the person who did it is a male, and this person is giving. They knew about it, they didn't care, but they were playing the game. They were playing along to make it look like a supportive, I'm saying auntie, but it could be like a different type of relative, but I feel like it's an auntie. They're playing the role of caring auntie, but let's not do this, if family's been through this, that, or whatever she was saying, it won't happen again. So that's why this person was so fooled by the family relative, the impartial. I do feel it's a social worker, but it could be someone else in a kind of professional role who was helping Stephen. She didn't do the therapy, it's not a therapist. But Stephen, I feel, saw like a counsellor or something for a short period of time, is the vibe here. And the social worker was like, okay, we won't take it further, but let's do this. Maybe they even asked Stephen, do you want to take it further? And he felt forced to say, yeah. I feel like they asked Stephen at the time, child Stephen, do you want to take this further? And he felt like he had to say no, because a lot of children, I've worked with kids, and I know a lot of them say things that they think the adult wants to hear because they try and say the right things, don't they? And maybe there was some sort of guilt trip inflicted on him as well by the conniving family member, the liar, with very selfish energy. He was asked, and he said, no, okay, let's not take it further. But I feel like there's a small sense of regret for that as well. He wished he was brave enough as a child to take action, so he didn't have to deal with regret later on, because he knows now that the person may have done it to someone else and hurt someone else and destroyed someone else's life, and probably they did. Yeah, they did. Stephen wasn't the only one, but he sees this now. He didn't see this when he was alive. He wishes strongly that he took action and channeled some sort of inner bravery. I'm almost getting a sense of he wishes he was like spiritual or something as a child, or like was able to channel angels or something. Or maybe he felt a connection to the angels when he was alive. I don't know if this is still true, but I know that back in the day a lot of Irish people were really religious. And angels are quite heavily part of the Christian community, am I right? Maybe he did feel, I feel like Stephen had a connection to angels throughout his life. I'm not sure if he just, maybe the angels were trying to tell him it's okay to say that this happened to you as a child. Like the angels trying to communicate to him as a child and say it's okay to say this happened, and it's okay to say, yeah, your uncle or whoever did this, and it's okay to speak out about it and get justice. But the guilt trip took over, and he didn't listen to his angels. He went with, the earth life thing, which is hide it and let that person get away with it. And I do feel the person did it to someone else, maybe more than 2 people. There's 4 apples here. I don't know if that's significant. Oh, God, I can't look at that card anymore. I just saw nakedness. I'm sorry, and I don't think I want to. I don't think I need to elaborate on that. Oh, shit. He regrets not taking action on that. Justice card, could be court as well. He wished that he took further action on that and spoke out, because he knows now that he would have been supported by the divine, which is the angels. His intuition was telling him to say, yes, this happened to me, and let's bring this person to justice, but he felt too scared. He did not feel brave enough. He really wishes now that he did, though. Okay. If you are watching this and you're a member of the community who has been, or if you're someone who's gone through that type of childhood trauma, don't be afraid to speak out, Stephen says. He's even saying that he sends you love and support from where he is to stand strong in what happened to you, and do not be afraid to speak out. Call on angels to help you, he's saying. The scales there. And he's saying you've got this, okay? Take it to court, because that's the right thing to do. He wants you to do the right thing. Don't let guilt, fears, anxieties hold you back, because what happened to you wasn't fair and it wasn't right, but you know that you can come out stronger and a better person and put an end to that cycle of pain and what that person did to you better by taking clear action, legal action, I feel. And you'll be able to move forward. If you're someone who's gone through this is Stephen's message to you. You'll be able to move forward with your life so much better, and you will look back on things very differently, he's saying. If you're one of the people that this sort of things happen to you, don't be scared, he's saying. Don't be scared. What are these cards saying? Especially those of you who deserve and want a brighter future, you will be able to let go of the pain. These were in reverse. Do not take that pain into a bright future with you, okay? Don't take regret into that future with you like he did and end up turning to, where's the card? To do painful things like drinking, okay? Like hanging out with your friends too much and drinking too much, or other types of masking behaviours, which might be drugs for some people, might be prescription painkillers, sleeping pills, things like that. There is Reiki videos, by the way, for trauma. If anyone needs one, there's loads on YouTube. Yeah, he's saying don't bring that pain forward with you into life, and don't bring regrets like he did, because it will lead you down a negative path. And you do have the power to change it. You do have the power within you also to take legal action, because you deserve to move forward with your life, he's saying. You deserve to move forward and be at peace with yourself. Yes, you can't change what happened, and he acknowledges that, but you can change how you deal with it, and you can stop them from hurting anyone else. He's regretting that he didn't be able to stop that. He didn't, at the time, I feel like he thought he was the only one this was happening to, but there was other relative, people he didn't know. I feel like there was children he didn't talk about with. Maybe it was happening to a few of them in his family or something, and they just didn't talk about it because they all thought they were the only one. And I guess that his children, they were like thinking, oh, I'm the only one here. This only happened to me because whatever. Maybe they felt it's their fault or something. I'm not sure. But you can be okay if you deal with it correctly, okay? The Sun card. Okay? You can heal. You can heal from this, he's saying, but you have to do it in the right way. You can't heal from ignoring it. You have to move forward. Keep moving forward. And he is pointing at legal action against these people for justice. Not just for them, not just for other children, but for you. So that you can move on to be a more healed, self-forgiving, because this is not your fault, he's saying, that happened to you, and you're not alone, okay? have pride and a sense of strength in yourself to know that you can move forward and you can make a difference by speaking out. Even if it's just a difference for 1, 2, 3 children. I feel like there's 4. I do feel like there's 4 because I was seeing like 3 or 4 kids in my mind there, but he was one of them. There's 1 and 3 others. But one of them standing out. One of them is feeling like faint for some reason. I don't know if that said like 3 were boys, 1 was a girl, or just the energy feels different from one of them. But they are around about the same age. I feel like around age 7, but possibly from age 5, maybe even age 4. This is the age that the person who did this chose, if you know what I mean. That's the age group, but I feel like, I don't know if like after 7 it just stopped. I feel there's a blockage after 7, so I feel that's when the person stopped. So, but Stephen is okay where he is. He's okay where he is. I'll ask him for one last message because some of that was quite heavy and I don't want to end on a heavy energy, and I'm really sorry. Oh God. Anyone's gone through that, know that you have the opportunity to do things, okay? Don't carry that pain with you throughout life, Stephen says, like he did. Because he is saying it will lead you down a bad path. That was in my head and I saw this card and that's what he's trying to say. Yeah, so you don't bring that toxicity forward with you. The toxic energy, the negative things, put it behind you with this universe, okay? Take action. The ring there. Take action. Legal action. Speak up and speak out for the better of yourself, to remove these swords from your back and to move forward. Come out of the stormy weather and move forward. You might not think that you can. Yes, baby. Good girls, don't worry. But you can. Look, I'll just go and see to my child and I'll ask for one more message. What is it, baby? Don't wait around, by the way, if that's you. Yes, okay, 1 second. Don't say hey, say mommy, please. Can I have?
Mommy, please. I have.
Right, I'm just taking the cereal through with me. Cereal and sugar. I don't have to, like, move again. Disturb the reading, really. Positive future for everyone if we acknowledge things that need addressed. Stephen wants everyone to be happy and realise their worth. I wish it was him, not to be there, but like him. I feel inspired to be a better person. Yeah, don't entrap yourself in pains, burdens, pal. He's heavy on like healing energy because the world is in your hands and it's yours to take, he's saying. Pain, negative emotions hold you back. He also wants people to like realise their worth. I'm feeling out of breath here, don't I? And achieve what they want, because you can achieve great things. I feel like Stephen, because he didn't see himself as, you know, famous, celebrity, that energies have always been prominent here. Realise your worth. Like, if you want to be, I don't recommend anyone be famous, but because what everyone goes through in the celebrity world. But that sun is kind of irritating. But he wants you to realise your worth and what you're capable of and reach for your goals and dreams. And then you can do that. Okay? Reach for it. Whatever your dream is, there's like a broad perspective here, okay? So if it's singing, do it. If it's acting, do it. If it's, you know, being an artist, do it. They say and pay attention to your dreams, because messages come through in your dreams. Sometimes dream can help with the healing work. He's very heavy on moving forward from the pain in the past and pushing through, because you can channel, inner strength is within all of us, we can all channel it, and also channel pain and any negativity in an appropriate way. Okay, don't be like Louis Walsh and do bad things, okay, because whatever you don't heal from in this life, you take with you to the next one, and you might end up being a Louis Walsh. You don't want to be him. You want to heal from your pain, release your best potential, acknowledge, stay true to yourself. Whoever you are, stay true to yourself. Because I don't feel like he has any regrets about being who he was. I wouldn't either if I was him. It's like an inner strength card. Use your inner strength to heal, even if it feels difficult or sounds hard. And trust me, it is hard. But you don't want to be holding on to things and become one of these, which is a narcissist. What would you rather do? Hold on and be one of them, or heal and release because you're strong? You wouldn't be here if you weren't strong. What is this Wheel of Fortune card? Why does it keep making me drawn to that? He wants everyone to live their best life, to their best potential and best self. Best potential. Reach the top of your game, whatever your game is. And not let pain hold you back and stop you from living your true potential. Even if it's marriage, career, relationship, business deals, whatever this marriage card could be, like interchangeable. This is your best life, okay? This is your potential. And this is the pain holding you back. Release it and achieve. Self-respect. Be proud of who you are. Stand strong with your beliefs. This is Stephen's message to you. And release burdens from pain. And acknowledge that any injustices, healing, and acknowledge that any injustices and pain are not your fault, are not your burden to bear. I love this. He sends a deep, deep sense of love to all of his fans that were of Boyzone, and especially to the people who were supportive of him during that time that he was a little bit stressed about, and he wants you to know he's okay where he is, and he's at peace with his life, other than towards the lead up of it. He wished he dealt with things a bit differently towards the situation, but other than that, he's good. That was really a strong message from Stephen there. Wait, what did these cards say? This is Stephen's energy. He regrets using drinking to mask his pain towards the end, and wishes he'd healed and acknowledged it and not been scared. He wishes he'd used the lesson from the Louis thing, or whoever the gay man was who outed him. Every time I say that, for the video purposes, for these days purposes, he gets kind of annoyed. Like, just say Louis. It's the vibe here. Just be honest. Say it like it is. He wishes he dealt with it differently. He does feel like he's very spiritual. Whether he knew that he was in touch with that real life was alive, I don't know. But I definitely feel a strong connection to angels from childhood for him. That gave him hope. But he does wish that he'd acknowledge the healing in a positive way instead of trying to mask it. And again, he wishes he'd used the Louis thing as a lesson to say that actually things will be okay even if I think they're not going to be okay. Do you know what I mean? He didn't need to mask it, he realises now. And he wishes that people will, I guess, use that in a sense to channel their own pain positively and not mask theirs, because you don't need to. You release it. I'm seeing things being like released. That's what he wants you to do. It's not your fault, he says. What happened to you, if you've been through that as a child, it's not your fault, and you deserve to move on and be happy and fulfilled in life, okay? He was happy and fulfilled. Just towards the end, that pain was really like prominent, I feel. It's like it resurfaced, and I think if you're one of the people who's having pain resurface, that's your guides and your angels telling you it's time to deal with it. Take it into your own hand, deal with it, and move on to a better future, okay? So I feel like that's all Stephen, I think, wants to say. But I thank him for being here. He really is such a beautiful soul. That's him. That's his energy. Rainbow, beautiful soul. Always thinking of others. He literally does want the best for others. And he's sending his love, okay? Deep-rooted sense of love and gratitude. Strong sense of gratitude for the fans, especially during that time. The fans of Boyzone in general. And I think he likes that people still listen to Boyzone music. But if you do listen to Boyzone music now, think of it, don't look back and think, well, that was sad. He wants you to think back and remember him for who he was, like being happy, and not someone who drank a lot before he passed away, or somebody who was outed by Louis Walsh. He wants you to focus on the positive rather than the negative, as a message coming through to my mind there. I'm hearing, love me for a reason, let the reason be love. Stand strong in your beliefs. And again, he's trying to remind us that whoever that King of Pentacles is, the ex-lover who keeps coming out, he wants that person to forgive themselves, okay? But he's heavy on the stand strong in your beliefs, your convictions, whoever you are, stay true to yourself. He keeps saying that. Stay true to yourself and heal. Beautiful. He's saying this again, don't entrap yourself in core beliefs that no longer serve you. Like, okay, unhealed traumas and things like that. Things that need to be addressed. But thank you, Stephen Gately, for coming through. That was a nice surprise. I was actually going to see what the angels had to say about the situation, but then I thought maybe there'll be like a message for the fans. I don't know if any other reader has done that. I will upload this to YouTube, or I'll try to. If not, it'll just be TikToks. I do have her voice in the background in some of them. But anyway, it is on my spiritual group. And thank you everyone for being here. And thank you, Stephen. Show love, not hate. Stephen wants you to remember, okay? And I agree. Bye.